going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Black and Red Builds channel. I'm thechewysolo, and today is another build day, and I'm so excited because we are building another MECROB model. Now, this is the follow-up model, the companion to the Aethercore that we already built. If you haven't seen that video, I'll leave a link to it right up here so you can go check that out. Now, MECROB is a company, as I explained in the first video. They're a company that takes, they buy a bulk amounts of like little screws, nuts, bolts, gears, lights, all these little things, wires, wire connectors, and they get together and they have a creative team that develops these beautiful works of art that are models that you build. You get colorful, full instructions on how to put them together. And they make these incredible things out of everyday things that you would never expect to build from. And that is so cool. And it keeps these things from going in the landfills and stuff like that. So really cool company, really cool products. I've built several of their products now. A lot of fun. If you are a tinkerer, if you like assembling and screwing and bolting things together, you will absolutely love these models. Again, today we're building the Aether Wing. That's this puzzle right here, 3D metal puzzle kit from MECROB. Again, this is part of the Dune Meta series, and you get the Aethercore, which is the core of the system, and it is a work of art, standalone model on its own. It works through a USB cord you plug into it, and it moves and turns and spins and does all these things. Very steampunk aesthetics to it. And this is a companion model, and this model can be standalone, where you get done and you crank it with a little crank. And it is a Leonardo da Vinci inspired model. The wings kind of go up and down when you crank it. It's got little wheels on it. Or you can attach it to the Aethercore, and when you turn the Aethercore on and everything on it is moving, it will also cause this to move. It will operate this as well. So very neat system, and I can't wait to get this built and attach it to the Aethercore, because that's what we're doing. We're going to be attaching it to the Aethercore so the whole thing works together. So I'm really excited to get this thing started, but before we do, make sure you guys go down and check out the link in the description down below, and there will also be a link pinned in the comments section where you can go pick this up for yourself. So now, without waiting any more time, I want you guys go ahead and get up top, grab your seats so you can get that bird's eye view, and we're going to go ahead and get this thing open. All right, guys, here we go. Like I said before, this is the Aether Wings from the Dune Meta series from MECROB, and their slogan is Reborn Anything, because that's what they do. They take all these things that are destined to end up in a landfill or to be recycled, and they take them and they design these beautiful models out of them. So this is the front of the box. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the side where we have our safety warning. Make sure you have this away from children that are under 3 years old, because of the small parts can cause choking. So that's pretty common sense, but this is for ages 15 and up, because this is more advanced models. This isn't like Lego, this is a lot of tiny screws and things like that you're putting together. So more advanced models, so I would agree with that age, 15 and up. Let's turn around to this side. Take pride in your creation always. Don't cut any corners. Take pride in what you're doing, and that's in everything you do in life. So here we go. Let's switch over to this side. We have the product name is Aether Wings. The assembled size is 290 by 220 by 140 millimeters. The assembly time on this is 10 hours. Now, guys, the assembly time on the Aethercore was 16 hours, and I finished it in just over 10 hours, and that was with doing a lot of adjusting and stuff like that. So the pieces on this is 575 pieces, which is actually more pieces than the Aethercore, which is a little weird to me. I think that's because this has pieces both for attaching to the Aethercore, and then there are other pieces that are for the standalone. So there's probably quite a few pieces that you're not going to use when you assemble this. The weight is 0.33 kilograms. Let's go ahead and switch over here. Reviving the ordinary. Again, that's what they do. take the ordinary and revive it, turn it into something beautiful and cool and fun. So let's go ahead and flip back over here and let's get this thing open. All right, get a look in there and all that stuff. Let's just dump this out right on the table. There we go. I think that's everything. Let's go ahead and get rid of that box. Well, my wife's gonna get mad at me for that one. Anyways, guys, we'll deal with that later. Let's here's our manual here, our build manual, the Aetherwings. Take a look inside. Of course, right here we have our assembly instructions. Kind of tells you how to build this type of model. You have tips and tricks here, and here are all of our parts that we're going to be using. We have, it looks like metal. There's some leather pieces for the wings, stuff like that. Gears, cogs, screws, nuts, bolts, all kinds of things. And then here are our instructions. It looks like we're going to be starting on the wheels, building those, and flipping all the way through. As you can see, beautifully illustrated, full color instructions. Really nice, really nice. So when we get done, I think we get to a point where you have to probably make a decision on putting this on the Aethercore or building this for a standalone model, because I think the base is different. But anyways, when we get to that, I will stop and make a note of it in the video. All right. And here are our pieces. We get a bag with some tools in it. Looks like just like the Aethercore, we get a set of needle nose pliers, a little four-way wrench here, and a screwdriver. All right, here's all of our parts. As you can see, the bags are lettered A, like A through Z, and then they're all numbered as well, like P47 and there's T35. And what you want to do is you want to sort this out by letters. So you just want to sort them out by a letter, and then you have your numbers inside the letter. So when you're looking in the instructions and it's like J13, you go to your J pile and just grab your 13 out of there, and that's how you do it. Works really well as long as you get everything sorted out. Hey, it looks like we got another wingman here. We got one of these in the first one, and this little guy is like a little stress ball. He's like a mini little Stretch Armstrong, if you're old enough to remember those. He's stretchy, rubbery, and you can just yank him around. And here's the one from the other bag. This one's blowing a little kiss, and this one's got the wink and the tongue sticking out. So yeah, you get a little frustrated, you can just stretch this guy here, right? That's your wingman. Pretty funny and neat that they include that. We got, like I said, we got these leather pieces. They're wooden pieces as well, and metal, leather, wood. Beautiful, beautiful model. And this right here is just a lot more of the screws and things, and they are also lettered and numbered. All right, guys, without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and let's get this thing going. guys, we're at the point now where we decide if we're going to add this to Aethercore or if we're going to build it as a standalone model. So of course we're going to be adding it as onto the Aethercore. So all right, let's keep going. Alright guys, we are all finished with the Aether Wings from MECROB and connecting it to the Aethercore, and here it is. What a freaking amazing model. Holy cow, man. Wow. If that doesn't look like something straight from Leonardo da Vinci, I don't know what is. Holy cow, this thing is so cool. Look at this. Now, if you guys haven't watched the video for the Aethercore, go and check that one out. That's the bottom piece here. So this whole bottom section is the Aethercore, and the top piece here is the Aether Wings. And the Aethercore controls it, as you've seen there in the video. Super cool. This thing's amazing. So, as I stated before, I messed up and I broke this glass tube. I was waiting on it to come in so I could finish these videos. Got it in a couple days ago, finished up the videos, and I'm just blown away by this thing. It's just beautiful. It really is a piece of art. Hats off to the designers of this. Holy cow, how do y'all come up with this? That's what I want to know. How do you guys come up with this, with these small, thin wires and springs, and this looks like a speaker here, and, you know, all the different moving gears all having to match up and work perfectly together. This little piece here, the rings on this to give that little bell sound. This whole thing here that moves, this black piece, basically it's all, the whole purpose is to move this piece up and down against this to allow it to go against that bell. It's just amazing what they've accomplished here with this, and I absolutely love it. This is going to look so nice just sitting on a desk or on a mantle or a table. It's amazing. I love everybody. I had a lot of fun building it. Now I believe it said the build time on the Aetherwings was what did it say? 10 hours. Supposed to be 10-hour build time on that. It took me about just over 8 hours to build it and connect it to the Aethercore and get everything fine-tuned on that. You gotta, get everything leveled out and fine-tuned, and I love it, man. I got it working beautifully, so I'll plug it in right now just so you can see. There we go, got it plugged in. I'll turn it around here, and we will turn it on. Look at that. This thing was go and go and go. Beautiful. I like how it's, it's steampunk, so it looks like everything ran like off of steam. Like you got like a burner back here. It looks like it's got fire flickering in it, to heat the water. I like the old school looking light here on the front. Just everything works together so beautifully once you have this thing all tuned in, and that's what this is all about. Getting it put together, tuning everything in, tightening everything down, making sure everything is perfectly aligned, and you will come out with such a beautiful model. And I had a blast doing this. I really had a lot of fun. Again, this is definitely for tinkerers who love messing with things, who love building things with screws and nuts and bolts. That's what this is really aimed for, and I absolutely love it. So anyways, guys, that is my build and review of the Aetherwings and the Aethercore put together, and I hope you guys really enjoyed it. And if you guys are interested in it, again, I will have a link in the description down below, and I will also pin the link in the top of the comments section. And I suggest, if you're going to get it, get both of them together, because you save a little bit of money when you get them both together. They're also supposed to give me a discount code for you guys, so if they give me that code, I will have that down in the description below, so you guys can use that code to save a little bit extra money off of this. What a beautiful freaking model. I love it. Again, thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoy these videos, make sure you like and share the video, and then stroll right over there and hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel out immensely. And I'll see you next time. I'm Chewysolo, and this is Black and Red Builds. See ya.
Woo! Now that is a whole lot of fun right there.